Just remember that as time goes on, the microorganism number is increasing and then it is coming to stationary and then decrease. Okay, so this is a general microbial growth curve. So in the beginning it is lag phase where the number of microorganism is same, 1 to 1. Then acceleration phase where number of organism is increasing but at a slow rate, not much. Next comes log, in which number increases very quickly. So here rate of increase is high. So in the book that you say dx by dt, that is rate of increase. X is the microbial cell mass. Okay, so that is what we discuss, total dry weight. Yes, so microbial cell mass per minute, per hour. Okay, that is the rate. No, we, you see, like you see the speed of a vehicle, no, some this much kilometer per hour. So here number is there, how many microorganisms per hour, how many microorganisms per minute. So it is a rate. At what rate the number of microorganism is increasing, like at what rate the vehicle is moving. Getting my point? Okay. So next is deceleration. So here move increase in the number of microorganism is there, but it is slow. It is less as compared to the log phase. So rate of microorganism or rate of increase in the cell biomass, that is dx by dt, which is also represented as mu, right? So that mu is going to be very low at lag phase. It will be slightly high during acceleration. It will be maximum during log. Again, less during deceleration. Very low during stationary phase. And then it will decrease further at death phase. This we saw what is happening to the microorganism number. Now we will see what is happening to the concentration of the substrate. Okay, in the same cylinder there is media. In the media there are microorganisms. We saw how microorganism number is increasing and then again decreasing. Now we will see what is happening to the concentration of substrate. Any cases, as number increases substrate will also increase.
No, it will go down.
No,
Go
ma'am.
down because of
It
course,
will
because
decrease.
microorganisms are not magic. Okay, they are going to consume the substrate, convert that substance into their body composition, and then the number of microorganisms is going to increase. So basically substrate is getting converted into microorganisms, right? So as number of microorganisms increase, the concentration of substrate is going to decrease at the same rate as microorganisms are increasing. So if you see this red line now, this is the concentration of substrate. So during lag phase or even before the reaction has started, it was high. Okay, then it started decreasing during the acceleration phase. Now during log phase, if you see, it has decreased suddenly. Now, as suddenly the microorganism number has increased, suddenly the substrate concentration has also decreased. When it reaches to zero, this is my cursor. Here the concentration of substrate has reached to zero. Okay, and hence there is stationary phase and death over here. If you try to maintain this particular graph of the substrate concentration constant, straight, then there will be no stationary or death phase. Why
Yeah.
there is stationary phase? Because there is no substrate. Why there is death? Because there is no substrate. Okay. So this type of fermentation is known as batch fermentation. Here we are working in batches. One cylinder, fixed amount of media, small amount of inoculation, fixed amount of time. Okay. So there is going to be stationary and death phase because we are adding the media only once. So that much media is going to get consumed, we know, and then we are going to stop the reaction. Maybe during the stationary phase or deceleration phase, we can stop the reaction. We need not wait every time to death to occur. Okay. So this type of fermentation is known as batch fermentation. Is that clear? It is the easiest way or very flexible for lab scale. Okay, for small scale also batch fermentation is best. But we are interested in increasing the, yes, yield and reducing the cost. Right? Industrial. So let us see how we can do that. Now this here what is happening, this is again the concentration of the substrate. Initially it is here, during lag phase slightly it has decreased, but again it has increased. Then it is decreasing, again it is increasing. Why this is happening? Because we are adding substrate again and again. Substrate is being added in the reaction. There is, even if there is slight increase, there is an indicator that substrate has decreased. Add more substrate. So we will add more. There is going to be an inlet through which we can add substrate into the reaction which is ongoing. Okay. So we are adding the substrate. So it is like using a refill pen. Okay, instead of using a use and throw pen, you are using a pen in which you can put refill or ink, right? Use and throw pen is batch fermentation. Once used, throw away. And here, if ink is over, I'm putting it again. Ink is over, I'm putting it again, and I am getting most out of that pain. No, until and unless the pain becomes like wear and tear is there, and I cannot. There is a lot of friction, and I cannot use it at all. That time I will throw. But till that, I'm going to use that pen again and again. I'm going to put the ink. So, which is more economical? Using a pen which I can use once and throw away, or a pen in which I'm putting ink and I'm using it for years?
The ink one.
Second one.
Yeah, the ink one, right? So, similar is the fed batch. Okay, in fed batch, what happens is I am using same microorganism again and again. So even if substrate is over, I am saying the microorganism is live. Let the microorganism make more product. I will feed more to microorganism. Okay, until and unless the microorganism is exhausted. Okay, don't consider that this reaction can go on continuously for months. No, the microorganisms, when they multiply after a specific number of generations, the microorganism may lose the foreign gene which we have inserted. Okay, because every time carrying the gene, multiplying the gene is difficult for microorganism, as it is a very heavy gene, foreign gene. No, a a eukaryotic or a mammalian gene for a prokaryote to every time multiply, okay, in without any error is difficult. So after some multiplication, microorganism may lose that gene. Okay, and we can have a population of microorganisms which in which more are without a gene of interest and less are carrying the gene of interest. So here tell me which one will multiply faster.
Without foreign
without
gene.
foreign gene.
Without a
Why?
foreign gene.
Why?
Because it is easier for them to multiply.
Yeah, easier, less load, isn't it? They don't have
They
any
are in
load
a
on them.
comfortable.
Yes.
Natural state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Right. So therefore, we don't want them to grow natural in a natural state. No, that is of no use.
Yeah.
We want them to multiply with the foreign gene. So
Yes.
therefore, for a limited number of generation time, we can keep on feeding the microorganisms and asking them to make more and more product. Okay. So this is what is called as fed batch, feeding batch. Okay, again and again. So what is better, batch or fed batch?
That batch. Firstly, it is more economical, and then and possibly this will give the more yield.
More yield with respect to the time.
Yeah.
Time we can get more yield. Substrate amount may remain same, isn't it? but it will also need more monitoring. You should know where you need to add the media,
Yes.
right? So downtime is less, but there it needs more monitoring. No, okay,
Ma'am, will
then
the growth curve remain the same in the fed batch?
so in case of fed batch, phase is going to increase and increase and increase. Okay, unless and until we stop adding the substrate. When I stop adding the substrate at a particular time, the stationary phase will be achieved. Okay, or I can stop the
Yeah.
reaction before that. But of course, here, if I'm continuously adding the substrate, the stationary phase will not come. Okay, so here also, this blue line is for the amount of biomass, the cell number. Okay, so in continuous fermentation, the cell number remains same. Okay, so this is about the, of course, the log phase. Once log phase has achieved, okay, the cell number is going to remain same, not at the beginning. Okay, at the beginning, of course, it is going to be low, but once log phase is achieved, it will remain same. The brown line shows amount of, yes, substrate. It is also going to remain same. Now how is it possible? Substrate is also same, microorganism number is also same, and microorganisms are live. Okay, they're not dead. So how is it possible?
Continuous addition of substrate.
There's continuous removal of used media as well.
Yes. So basically, they are removing the media which is containing the microorganism. They are not differentiating between the media and microorganism. So only media is added. Okay, no fresh microorganisms are added once inoculated. So microorganisms will be added only once in continuous. Okay, only once during the inoculation. But once the process started, the as number of microorganism increase, substrate decrease, add the substrate, remove some used media. Now in the used media there are going to be some microorganisms also. So this is about the continuous. Now which is better, batch, fed batch or continuous? You will require a very small reactor for continuous. In case of fed batch, you need a big vessel because you're adding again and again and removing only once. As you said, continuous requires more monitoring. That is first thing. Second thing, you are adding media in batches. If your media quality varies, microorganisms are not ready for that. They are already in the log
Hmm.
phase. They're not going to go in the lag phase again. So which one is better? There is no answer. It depends what microorganisms you are working on. What is the availability of space? No, what is your requirement? How much yield you are expecting? What is your investment? All those things will be considered. Okay, and then situation to situation, batch, fed batch, or continuous could be best. No? So there is no, but if you are talking only in terms of yield, then you will get maximum yield through continuous, slightly less than that through fed batch, and then least from the batch. Yes.
स्पेसिफिक ग्रोथ रेट कांस्टेंट कौन से फेज में रहता है?
First is in the log phase. Okay, and of course, if the substrate concentration is high, okay, or it is what we can say, it is in excess. Okay, so protein harvesting has to be done before the stationary phase. Okay, so in the log phase itself, the reaction has to be stopped because we saw in the stationary phase substrate concentration will decrease. Okay, therefore the cellular metabolism, the state of cell will change, and cell may secrete proteolytic enzymes. And if our product is protein, our product which is secreted outside or inside the cell will get broken down. Yes, so therefore the if product is protein, reaction has to be stopped before the stationary phase, during at least during the deceleration phase or the log phase itself.